Good morning, friends, and happy Monday. Now, this actually is Monday for me, but it's March 4th, and you will be seeing this video on March 11th. That is because for this Motivational Monday, I am going to be showing you my Monday reset. Now, I don't know about you, but the weekends are totally different for me than the rest of the week because Scott is home and things are just different. And so my normal housework does not get done. Also on Sundays, it is a complete day of rest for me. We eat leftovers all day. We pretty much eat whatever we want and whatever we can scrounge up. And I don't clean anything. Now the kids do continue to do the dishes. They take turns doing them on Sundays because I just can't stand to see the sinks completely piled full of dishes. So that is the one chore that does get done, as well as, of course, taking care of our animals. So then come Monday morning, the house is pretty messed up. Now some weeks are worse than others, and this week is a pretty bad one because not only was it just after a weekend, but all last week I have been struggling and suffering with sinus headaches and an earache. I feel like I'm kind of on the verge of a sinus infection or an ear infection, but I don't have one. I've had those before and I know what they feel like. I just don't feel great. I haven't felt great all week, and I think it's because of the weather and allergies and I don't know what all. So I've really been struggling this week to keep up with my housework, and like I said, this weekend I just let everything I let everything go. I'm hoping by the time you actually see this video that I will be feeling better. I do feel a little bit better today, although I did have another sinus headache when I first woke up. I took some medication, some Tylenol, and some decongestant, and I am feeling better for the moment. So I do need to get moving while I am feeling better. So let me go ahead and turn this camera around and I will show you what I need to tackle today. So of course the kitchen, and the kitchen is the worst of the house. We do, like most families, I think we do spend a lot of time in our kitchen. I still have, this is just a mess from this morning when I did my breakfast. There's a few dishes in the sink, not bad. The back of the sink needs to be scrubbed and polished up. Here's the medicine I took this morning, the sinus pills and my Tylenol. I need to get that put away. The stove needs to be scrubbed. That's really bad. You can tell the boys, my husband and my son, cook on this burner all the time. And then here is the counter. This is like the catch-all. It's always a mess, but it seems to be much worse on Monday mornings. So I want to get this cleaned off. I want to get the counters wiped down, and I want to get that stove scrubbed here in the kitchen. In the dining room, I want to get the tablecloth changed. I like to change it weekly, unless we spill, and then I'll change it. But I like to change out the tablecloths on Mondays, so I want to get that done. And then here in the living room, this cooker needs to go back downstairs. I'll have Travis take that down. This is a basket of laundry I need to get sorted and put away. It's mostly towels. There's some tablecloths in there. I'll probably use that floral one when I reset the table. Of course, I want to sweep and mop the floors, and I want to dust. The surfaces are pretty dusty, and I dust frequently, but they still, it's amazing. I don't know if it's because we have a bird or because it's winter or what, but boy, does it ever get dusty in my house. And over here on these tables, I want to do a little bit of reorganizing. This is just not working out very well because I have my little tablet that I use to listen to my Bible app that's on this table, as well as these speakers, which I forgot to turn this speaker off this morning after I got done listening. So I want to redo this table and this table. Here's my leftovers from breakfast this morning. My mug that Net and Tina sent me. So I gotta get all of this cleaned up. And over here you may notice something missing. Artie's cage. We moved him back into Olivia's room just on a temporary basis. Right here is Travis's room, and Travis's computer is right there. And so Artie was becoming bonded with Travis because Artie's cage was right here and he could see Travis like constantly all day long. It was getting to the point where Artie was being bonded with Travis instead of Olivia, and anytime Travis would get up to leave his room or to do anything other than be in his room, Artie would set to squawking. And so we decided that for at least a couple of months, like every 2 months, 2 to 3 months, we're going to move him from Olivia's room back out here, back to Olivia's room, back out here, because I think he gets bored, honestly, from being in the same spot all the time. He's actually Olivia's bird, so Travis was getting frustrated that the bird was bonding to him and setting up to squawking every time he left his sight. And he's like, Mom, he's Olivia's bird, not mine. So yesterday we decided to move Artie back to Olivia's room. It'll also be easier for her to get him out of his cage. She can just shut her bedroom door, open up his cage door, and he can come out on his own, you know, free will or whatever, because we really don't like him being locked in that cage all the time, but we can't just let him fly throughout the house. He could hurt himself badly, he could run into the windows or fly into the windows, and he could also get eaten by our dogs. So he would like to have him out of his cage, but he has to be under constant supervision, and the dogs have to be kept completely away from him when he's out. So if his cage is in Olivia's room, she can let him out easier. But yet he is a very social bird, and he likes to be in the center of the activity and around the entire family. So that's why we thought, well, we'll leave him in her room for a couple of months, bring him back out, you know, his main cage, because she does spend a lot of time in her room. But this summer we like to have him out here by the front door, because we open the front door and he gets lots of sunshine and he can look out the window and see the birds and things outside. So we're just trying to keep him happy and change up his environment every now and then. So anyway, I get to sweep and thoroughly mop this floor here where his cage has been setting for all these months. I also need to fix my bed, put this pile of clothes away, and I have another laundry basket full of clothes downstairs that I'm going to have Travis bring up so that I can get those put away as well. So let me get this camera set up and let's get going on this work. I think I'm going to start in the kitchen first. So there is my Monday reset. My house is back to square one again, and just the way I like it, nice and clean and tidy and spick and span. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I motivated you to tidy up your house every Monday morning. We'll talk to you later, friends. Bye-bye.